ShartimusPrime, reading comics, toys are hella sick,
Oh, remember the 90s? You know, the Hey, what's up you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another Marvel Legends action figure review on the 2019 X-Men Caliban Build-A-Figure Waves Weapon X. If you're trying to pick this up, you can do so at Megalopolis, City of Collectibles, where you can pick up your Marvel Legends and all kinds of other action figures. They have their daily deals and an awesome rewards points programs. Check them out, link in the description below. So far, I'm happy with what I'm seeing for a Weapon X figure in the packaging. On the side, you can see a nice image of Weapon X. There's the same image, just zoomed out a little bit. There's a read-up over here. If you want to read it, go ahead and pause it right now. There's the other figures from the wave. And then you can see Wolverine on this side again. And then you get the X logo spot varnish on the top. Not much more at the bottom. So let's get to it and crack this thing open. And here's Weapon X out of the packaging, looking awesome. I'm actually pretty impressed with how this figure looks. I'm pretty happy with it. Doesn't come with a whole ton of accessories. I remember the Toy Biz figure having a good number of accessories, but I still like what we're seeing right over here. So let's get a closer look at those two head sculpts. So here's a look at the first head sculpt. And by the way, if you have not read the Wolverine Weapon X trade paperback, just, you know, gotta give my geeky street cred over here. Totally recommend you read this. It is awesome. But yeah, this helmet right over here, if I remember correctly, because it has been some years since I read it, this is the helmet that's used by Dr. Cornelius to manipulate Wolverine. And I think they gave it some really good details right here. I really like that good middle gray that we're getting for the helmet. And you can see that it's not totally exactly the same as what we see in the books, but hey, you know, it's close enough. I'm pretty happy with it. Aside from that Mulko right over here, he does have a little bit of a black stain on the edge of his nose, but you can see the chin right underneath there, and his long hair is hanging out from underneath. You can see all kinds more sculpted detail on the side and on the back right there. So that is pretty awesome. I'm pretty happy with this head sculpt. And you also get this tube that plugs in right here. But if you want to use the unhelmeted version, go ahead and pop this off. And you're just going to leave that tube to the side because you don't want it plugging into his head anymore. So I just kind of, you know, just stick it somewhere, I don't know, leave it around here around the back, or you could sneak it underneath one of these straps. But anyway, looking at the other head sculpt, this looks really good. I'm very happy with it. I like how the teeth came out. He's screaming, big bushy eyebrows right over there. The hair looks really good, other than the fact that I think it should have been a little bit more spiked right over here, you know, compared to the books. He does have definite hair spikes, so we're not really seeing that as well defined. But at the same time, I'm very happy to see this Weapon X figure with a head sculpt that has tons of hair. Like, he should have a lot of hair, and that looks really good. I also like this blue over the black, you know, having that kind of paint variation right there looks very cool. Reminds me of the books and everything, so I'm really happy with it, even though I think, you know, just a little bit more defined on the spikies right up over there. And looking at the rest of the figure, we're getting a mostly nude Wolverine figure. You get these straps, which I think we've seen before, but at the same time, they look pretty new to me. But I like the silver paint added to them right there. Then we get the hairy chest and everything. Hairy arms look great. I like how the tubes look. No color variation on the tubes, but that's okay. Then here's looking at the back. And then, yeah, Wolverine's definitely full-blown nude in this. So, you know, they gave him Speedos because it's an action figure, you know what I mean? And I'm sure we all kind of appreciate that. Can you imagine how hairy his butt would be? If they did make it a nude Wolverine, though, they would have to deco all the hair on the butt. All right, anyway, but getting back to the figure, you can see that we get these nice tubes right here. And I think they look great. And these little wraps around the wrists look great. So that's very cool. And then, you know, you have this piece right here covering the junk. Then you get this other device hanging off right over here. So that's pretty nifty. The legs look great too. And he has some nice hair decoed right there. So I'm very happy with that. And then we get the Wolverine patas, a little extra molding, you know, or, you know, plastic seeping out from the mold. And he does have peg holes. Oh, and I forgot to mention, you can remove these claws if you want to. I mean, we've seen this many times before with the Marvel Legends, but I just wanted to mention it one more time, which I don't really plan on doing with this figure, but I do like taking them out just a little bit and moving them around so I can get a better position right here for each claw. You can go ahead and mess around with that and adjust it to your liking. So as far as articulation goes, you can't get the head to really look up much at all, and that's because both head sculpts have all this hair in the back, so yeah, you can't get the heads moving up too much. You can move them downward. You get side-to-side motion right here, and a little bit of head wobbling, and then you could also move the butterfly joints in and out, which is awesome. I did get a little bit of nicks right over here on the shoulders, so you can move the shoulders up pretty far. They'll move down. You can rotate forward and rotate back, and move all the way up anyway. You get a bicep swivel, great double-jointed elbows, then both hands turn side to side and hinge up and down. He has an ab crunch that moves forward and goes back. He does have the waist swivel. Hips move outward that far, and he'll kick forward that much and back. Upper thigh cut, double jointed knees. Ankles do move down, up, and he does have ankle pivot. Now to measure out the height of this Wolverine figure, you can see that he's standing just barely literally over 6 inches tall. So unfortunately, I did sell off my Toy Biz Weapon X a while ago. I regret it to this day because I really wish I had that base. That was really awesome. But yeah, this is as close as a comparison I'm going to get for right now. And then here's Weapon X next to a whole bunch of other Hasbro Wolverine figures. We have the Days of Future Past Wolverine, our Ultimate Riders Wolverine. We have the Tiger Stripe Wolverine, still my favorite. And then we have the Brown Suit Wolverine. This Weapon X figure is using a lot of parts right here from this body mold. The chest and torso is the same. I think the arms are taken from this figure though. And if you wanted to swap the hands from the Ultimate Riders version, that pops out easily. So you could just go ahead and swap the hands if you wanted. No claws sticking out of there. The flesh tone kind of matches. It doesn't look too bad, but you know, you want him with his claws out. He's Weapon X. He's going crazy, man. Wolverine party, yeah!
Pants on, put some pants on, sorry, bub.
And then here's Wolverine / Weapon X next to the other figures from this wave that I've already reviewed. We have Jim Lee style Jubilee, Beast, and Gambit. And then here's Weapon X next to your average 6-inch scale figure. We have the Marvel Legends Big Time Classic Spider-Man. Oh, cool hair, man. Don't look at me! So I really like this Weapon X figure quite a bit. It does look awesome. It's as awesome as I want a Weapon X figure to be. I just wish that I had the whole containment area thing that I could put him in. And, you know, it's just my fault. I sold the Toy Biz figure way long ago. So, yeah. But, hey, you know, I was in a pinch and I needed to sell some figures. It happens to the best of us collectors every now and then. Nothing wrong with that. But, yeah, at the price point of about 20 to 25 bucks, I'm giving this figure a Sud rating of...
I love it!
And I'd like to know what you guys think, so please let me know in the comment section below, and hit that like button if you liked this video, as well as the subscribe button and the notification bell. And I gotta give a big thanks to all these people that support this YouTube channel. It is very much appreciated, and I hope you guys enjoy the daily posts and the contest giveaways. I'll have a new announcement coming up very soon. And also, for all you viewers out there and followers on Instagram, keep an eye out for the announcement today for the winner of the Marvel Legends Gambit that I talked about the other day. If you want to see the latest in Marvel news, you can find it all over at marvelousnews.com. And again, don't forget to follow me on the social media over on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, and Stardust. Links to everything in the description below. Oh, and as a side note, I'm going to take a break from reviewing this Caliban wave in the next couple of days, so stay tuned. Reviews on this wave will continue next week. So I have some interesting videos coming up, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace!
Posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures every day. I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, it's okay.
That's crispy.
Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.
Your face is hit my shot. Your face is hit my shot.